Here is the story: The Clever Tailor and the Proud Princess.
First, listen to the audio as the lines appear. Then, read along as the words turn bold. You'll also see vocabulary words with meanings. Practice the highlighted dialogue lines to improve communication. At the end, try the MCQs to check your understanding. Now enjoy the story.
Once upon a time, there was a very proud princess. Whenever a young man came to marry her, she gave him a riddle. If he could not solve it, she sent him away in disgrace. She declared that anyone who solved her riddle could marry her, no matter who he was. One day, 3 tailors met on the road. The 2 older tailors thought they were very clever. They had done plenty of tricky work and were sure they would succeed. The third was a scrawny little fellow who barely knew his trade, but he hoped he might get lucky. "Where else is luck going to come from?" he said. The other 2 replied, "Just stay home. You don't have the brains for this." But the little tailor refused to be discouraged. He had made up his mind and went on his way, walking confidently as if the whole world belonged to him. The 3 tailors went to the princess and asked her to give them her riddle. They believed they had such fine minds that they could solve any problem. The princess said, "I have 2 different kinds of hair on my head. What colors are they?" The first tailor answered, "They must be black and white, like pepper and salt cloth." "Wrong," said the princess. "Let the second tailor answer." The second tailor replied, "Then they must be brown and red, like my father's Sunday coat." "Wrong again," said the princess. "Now let the third tailor answer." The little tailor stepped boldly forward and said, "The princess has 1 silver hair and 1 golden hair. Those are the 2 different colors." When the princess heard this, she turned pale with shock. The little tailor had solved her riddle, and she had been certain no one could do it. "You have not won me yet," she said. "There is one more challenge. Spend the night with the bear in my stable. If you survive, you may marry me." The princess was sure the fierce bear would finish him off. But the little tailor was not afraid. He smiled and said, "Nothing ventured, nothing gained." That evening, the little tailor was taken to the bear. The bear was ready to pounce on him with its sharp claws. "Easy, easy," said the tailor calmly. He took some nuts from his pocket, cracked them open, and ate them. The bear wanted some too. The tailor handed him a few pebbles instead. The bear bit down hard, but he could not crack them. "What a fool I am," thought the bear. "Crack these for me," he said to the tailor. "What a silly fellow you are," replied the tailor. He secretly swapped a pebble for a real nut and cracked it easily. "Let me try again," said the bear. The tailor gave him another pebble, and the bear strained with all his might, but he still could not crack it. Then the tailor pulled a violin from under his coat and played a cheerful tune. When the bear heard the music, he began to dance. After a while, the bear asked, "Is that violin hard to play?" "Not at all," said the tailor. "Even a child could learn it." "I would love to learn," said the bear. "Will you teach me?" "Gladly," replied the tailor. "But first, let me see your paws. Those claws are very long." The tailor placed the bear's paws in a vise and tightened it. "Wait here while I get the scissors," he said. Then he lay down on a pile of straw and soon fell fast asleep. During the night, the princess heard the bear growling fiercely. She was sure the bear had finished off the tailor. The next morning, she looked into the stable and was surprised to see the little tailor standing there, healthy and unharmed. She could no longer break her promise. The king ordered a carriage, and the princess was to ride with the tailor to the church for their wedding. As they climbed into the carriage, the two jealous tailors secretly freed the bear. The bear charged after the carriage in a fury, snorting and growling. "The bear is coming!" screamed the princess. But the little tailor stayed calm. He stuck his legs out of the window and shouted, "Look, it's the vise! If you don't turn back, I'll trap you in it again." When the bear saw this, he turned around and ran away. The tailor and the princess reached the church safely and were married. They lived happily ever after.